Fresh from a triumphant 2022, Qatar will be back on the world stage soon. The Asian Cup is not far away, and the hosts go in as reigning champions. So can they lift the trophy again, or could we see a new name at the summit of the continent?
Hello there and welcome to Football Now from Doha. Now, as you know, this city played host to the most recent Men's World Cup in what proved to be a spectacular tournament. What you might not know is that it will also be home to one of the biggest competitions on the continent. The upcoming Asian Cup takes place in January.
Organised by the Asian Football Confederation, the competition takes place every 4 years, bringing together national teams from across the continent. Since its inception in 1956, the Asian Cup has grown to become one of the oldest continental football championships in the world. The tournament features 24 teams from AFC member associations, who have all made it through a rigorous qualification process. The competition was originally scheduled to take place in China but moved to Qatar due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Notable previous winners of the trophy include Japan, Saudi Arabia, Iran and Qatar. Apart from its significance as a prestigious tournament, the Asian Cup also serves as a qualification process for AFC teams to participate in the FIFA Confederations Cup, held as a prelude to the FIFA World Cup.
Well, Qatar will become the first country to host the Asian Cup 3 times, having done so in 1988 and 2011. 6 of the 8 stadiums that hosted matches at the Men's World Cup will do so again this time around, including Al Bayt, Al Janoub, Ahmed bin Ali, Education City, the Khalifa International Stadium and the Al Tumama Stadium. The Qatar Sports League stadiums as well, Jassim bin Hamad and Abdullah bin Khalifa, have been added too.
I think building on the World Cup, and then for those also who did not have the chance to come to the World Cup, also are welcome to come to the Asian Cup. Like I said, at very similar stadiums, we are targeting very similar operations to what we did in the World Cup. The experience of the country also will be at a high standard. So I think we have high expectations of people coming to Qatar, and I don't think it's only the legacy of the World Cup, and I don't think that will be an issue for us. Of course, we will be actually welcoming everybody to come, and I think it's time for them to also enjoy in January, where the weather is going to be amazing for football, for fans, to see the country, to also see the matches. So I think we have very high expectations of people coming to Qatar for the Asian Cup.
So Qatar stadiums will once again be taking football's centre stage. Let's now take a look at some of the participating teams. In Group A, the hosts will be joined by China, first-timers Tajikistan and Lebanon. Australia will be confident of qualifying out of Group B after a strong World Cup performance. Uzbekistan, Syria and India are in there too. An ageing Iran squad will have to cope without the recently departed Carlos Queiroz in Group C. They will though fancy their chances against the UAE, Hong Kong and Palestine. Previous winners Japan and Iraq will go head-to-head in Group D. Indonesia and Vietnam make up the numbers there. Korea went out of the World Cup with a whimper, but their overall showing was strong, and in Jurgen Klinsmann they've got a new manager too. They shouldn't have too many problems against Malaysia, Jordan and Bahrain. And Saudi Arabia, forever etched in international footballing history after beating champions Argentina in Qatar, should have no problems in Group F despite losing manager Hervé Renard. Thailand, Kyrgyzstan and Oman will likely fight it out for second place.
We have seen all the Asian teams in the last World Cup did pretty well. I think it was the best all the Asian teams did together. We saw the great matches Japan has played, Iran has played well, Korea has played well as well, South Korea. So I think for us it's going to be one of those best tournaments we've ever seen from a football side and also from an operational side, since we have all the infrastructure and everything ready to host everyone coming, not only the players, of course, the spectators as well.
So Qatar will play host to the Asian Cup, having won the competition back in 2019. The World Cup, though, perhaps didn't go the way that they would have liked. Felix Sanchez left his position with Carlos Queiroz coming in. The Portuguese head coach has a huge pedigree as well, having worked under Sir Alex Ferguson for a number of years at Manchester United before taking charge at Real Madrid. So could his appointment put the Maroons back on track and in line to win another trophy?
I'm pretty sure this is the Asian Cup, the defending champions Qatar. New look team, new coach Carlos Queiroz. It'll be interesting to see how they move forward, and so I'm pretty sure the crowd reaction will be quite good. The crowd will play the 12th man over here. With the new look team, Carlos Queiroz has opened the window for many youngsters who have been watching this team develop over the years. So it'll be very interesting to see how this team performs, and I'm pretty confident that they will do well. Good group stage teams they have facing up front, so it'll be easier to get past the first round. Let's see how they go from there.
So the hosts are understandably one of the favourites, but what about the underdogs? Which teams could cause an upset in January?
If you work harder, you can get very far in the game and in the tournament. And Vietnam are a prime example. They reached the last 8 at the previous tournament. Great South Korean coach, good youth setup. So they were a good example. As for this tournament, I think Iraq might be good outsiders. They won the Gulf Cup. And then there's Uzbekistan, who always play solid football, but have also invested in their youth development. So keep an eye on both Iraq and Uzbekistan, perhaps.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting tournament, isn't it? Right, that brings us to the end of this week's show. Do let us know your thoughts at home using the hashtag FootballNowAsianCup, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.